Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Patriots are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against the Dolphins' front seven that will need to be up to the test.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the defending Super Bowl champs introduced to this fired-up crowd here in Foxborough as the Patriots get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Running, it's Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A tackle for loss there, 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now Barkley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Cordray Tankersley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And Dwayne Allen on the grab. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, it's Gore. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Gore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. Green, back, gone. Here we go now.
Another carry now for Gore. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here come the Dolphins. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he has Carew. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Here's Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill going for it all. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. Blue line, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
They go play action here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Lawrence Timmons able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
All right, here we go. Detroit.
On play action, they'll throw. The swing pass caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3.
Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. Oh, twisting away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Tannehill. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Now Barkley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To throw on second down is Tannehill. A quick hitter complete. It's Grant. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Tannehill on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Anthony Fasano in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Patriots! Patriots! Here we go now. Green. No. Here we go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's pulled in by the rookie Kenny Golladay. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, now, look at that. Let's go. Look at Detroit.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs. We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. 1 yard officially on the pickup. And it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's a run for the former Louisville Cardinal, Sonoris Perry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Drake off the give from Tannehill. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Drake. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Drake. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And the Panthers have extended their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Here we go. 3-19.
Here's Barkley. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ray Maualuga with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Dolphin football. And out come the Dolphins now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. They find some open field here. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. first down, Drake. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Tannehill hands to Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Tannehill. And he finds a man. It's Fasano. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Tannehill. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Dolphins on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Defense showing blitz. They'll run. It's Drake. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions at the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You're talking about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run with Drake, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
In motion left goes a tight end. On the give, this is Drake. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd and short, Drake. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on comes the kicker, Cody Parkey, in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And Parkey's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan Phillips in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.